So, water bottles. I highly recommend you do not use a water bottle. They give out very little water at a time because only drips will come out at a time. Kooky did use a water bottle for the first 2 weeks that I had him, and he absolutely hated the water bottle. He would have to spend over 10 minutes at the bottle licking it to get water to come out. Compared to now that he uses a bowl, it only takes him about 30 seconds to drink, but on a bottle, it took him 10 minutes to barely get the same amount of water. And he would also get so frustrated with the bottle, he would grab onto it and shake it to get the water to come out, which that ended up of him breaking his first water bottle. Water bottles also build up a lot of bacteria inside the bottle and the nozzle, which is very difficult to clean. So some people think that using a water bottle is less messy. However, I would rather think the opposite, because water bottles just drip a lot of water and your bunny's face will most likely be covered in water all over their chin and chest area. So just do not use the water bottle. Use a bowl instead. One household item that you can use for a bunny water bowl is glass containers. All you gotta do is remove the lid and you have a bunny water bowl. The glass should be heavy enough so that most bunnies will not be able to tip it over, and this is way easier to clean than a bottle. Your bunny will also be drinking in a downwards position, which is much more comfortable for them compared to a bottle where they'll have to be bending their neck up just to drink a little bit of water, which over time that is not good for their neck. Glass containers come in almost every shape and size, so I'm sure they'll find one that will fit your bunny well. Up next, and this is one of Kooky's favorite, is the KT Carrot Bowl. It's a heavy weighted ceramic bowl, heavy enough so your bunny will not tip it over, and is very easy to clean. It's also in the shape of a carrot, which is just absolutely adorable for a bunny. Kooky was never able to tip this over, but one time he did grab this part and shake it, which some water did splash out, but that only happened like twice, so this bowl still works very well for bunnies. Up next, we have dog water bowls on a stand. So small-sized dog water bowls on a stand can work very well for rabbits. However, keep in mind, look for a design that your bunny won't be able to tip over. Like this one, it angles like that and not like that, so your bunny will not be able to tip this over. Compared to angle like that, they could. The stainless steel bowls are removable for easy cleaning. So my honest opinion on these 2-in-1 water bowls is I think they look really cute. However, I personally don't find them that useful because I really only use one bowl for water, as I like to scatter feed my bunnies food because it's much healthier for them just to find their food rather than just eat it from a bowl. Here we have a gravity water bowl. So this kind of bowl will constantly stay filled with water, which I think is pretty cool. However, there are some downsides to it as well. As the water refills, it can be very noisy and annoying, so I don't really like that for that reason. And it also worries me that, especially this is made out of a lightweight plastic, that if my bunny were to tip this over, it would make a huge mess. So there are some pros and cons to having a gravity water bowl. I personally like to have a regular water bowl and refill it more often compared to having this, as I just worry that it might tip over. If you worry about your bunny knocking over their water bowl, I highly recommend getting a bowl like this. It can clamp onto the bars of a playpen, and there's no way that your bunny's gonna tip this over. And for easy washing and refills, this thing just pops out and you can turn it back in. Bowls like this are usually called dog crate bowls or bird feeding bowls. Just make sure the one that you get is low enough so that your bunny can reach in to drink it. This bowl I use often because there's no way that Kooky will tip this bowl over. So I highly recommend a bowl like this. These two bowls are my favorite. So definitely choose a bowl over a bottle. But if you have a problem that your bunny refuses to use the bowl and still drinks from the bottle, then I will show you how to train your bunny to drink from the bowl. So the first step is to provide them with the water bowl. And if many hours has passed and your bunny refuses a drink out of it, try flavoring the water. Cut up some fruit like apples or bananas and let it rest in the water for it to diffuse and flavor the water. This might encourage your bunny to drink from the bowl. If that still doesn't work, then try feeding your bunny's most favorite food in the bowl without any water. Just try to feed them their most favorite food in the bowl. And then repeat that for a few days, and then slowly start to add a little bit of water in there with their food. And then over time, just add more and more water throughout the days that you're practicing this until there's no more food in there and it's just water. That's what I had to do with Kooky, because the first 2 weeks I had him, he did not know how to drink from a bowl, and he absolutely refused to drink from the bowl. So I basically had to train him to drink from the bowl. It took about 2 weeks, but it was definitely worth it, because he was no longer making a huge mess with the bottle. The bottle would drip all over his face, and his chin and everything would be all wet. And now that he uses a bowl, it is not only cleaner, but he can drink much more faster and is a lot more happier about that. But if you're trying to train your bunny to drink from the bowl and they are still refusing to drink from the bowl, maybe try a smaller bowl. Or even something very small like an ashtray. So your bunny might be able to tip this stuff over, but just use it temporarily to train them to drink from a bowl instead of a bottle, and then build your way up to a bigger bowl. Do not forget to wash your rabbit's water dish every day. Surprisingly, a lot of pet owners just dump and refill their pet's water dish every day instead of washing it every day. Even though you only put water in your bunny's water dish, it's still very important to wash the bowl because bacteria still grows up even in just water. I also recommend having 2 bowls and rotating them around so that one can fully dry to prevent the buildup of bacteria. So there is a lot more to pet water bowls than most people think. If you have any more questions, or if you're having trouble getting your rabbit to drink from a water bowl, feel free to leave a comment down below, or you could even message me on Discord, the link is in the description.